Everyone, and welcome to the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the Rose City Rollers. Thank y'all for coming out this afternoon for this exciting juniors bout between the Skaters of Doom and the Bad Apples. All right, I see y'all are excited. So am I. But before we get too excited, please stay on your side of those black bumpers. This is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Also, this is a juniors bout, so please cheer positively and responsibly. And also, please do not coach from the stands. There's some fine coaches on both sides. All you need to do is cheer, let them coach. And one other thing, please stay in your seats while the action is going. Don't walk in front of your fellow fans. Your fellow fans will appreciate it if you wait for the 30 seconds in between jams. And now, with all the fun stuff out of the way, let's put our hands together for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for our wonderful and amazing officials on skates and off. And now, let's get this going. Toe Furious, who you got?
Thank you, Puns. It is my honor and privilege this afternoon to bring to you in the blue. Put your hands together for the Skaters of Doom. Wearing 07 Voldemort. 100 Bob the Fred. 111 is Ballistic. 118, I'll get you. 132, the Kraken. 19, Orange Screamsicle. 213, Patsy U. 44 is Lemon Bomb. Wearing number 5, Doomsday Adams. 587, your captain and explosive. 77, Hitterbug. 789, All Ice. Wearing number 9, Pandemonium. Last but never least, 999, Honey Bee Sting. Skaters of Doom are coached by Joni Jet, Cat Hurton, Pop Tart, and Nazgul. Put your hands together for the Skaters of Doom.
All right. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing red because I'm introducing to you the Bad Apples. Number 10, Smaxolotl. Number 145, Pterodactyl. Number 15, Princess Leia. Team captain number 153, Candy Pane. Number 16 is Be Afraid. And 23, Noah Mercy. Number 27, Sour Patch Skids. Number 429, Scaramel. Number 523, Potato-nator. 530, Morbid LaFay. Number 6 is Grizzly Bear. Number 700, Tick Tick Boom. Number 8 is Red Rum. 911, Demon Skater. And last but not least is 971, Satoru Gojo. Bad Apples are coached by Charlie Chang, Hot Dog Mausoleum, Scooby Doom, Teen Titan, and Elbow Bell.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Rose City Rollers Juniors doubleheader. My name is Dr. Omnomnomnivore, and I am joined today by Puns and Roses.
Hi, everybody.
I feel like you should get used, or you should be used to this by now. It's almost always us on the junior streams on Sundays.
Yes, indeed.
So as always, let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for, and we would love to give you a shout out on the stream. We've got the Skaters of Doom up against the Bad Apples in game number 1 here with our pedals, our youngest skaters, the 7 to 12-year-olds.
And then we've got a great Rosebuds bout later on with the Rainbow Bites and the Death Guard Derby Droids if you want more junior roller derby.
That's going to be a really, really good game. In the last game that DSDD played a couple of weekends ago, they were within spitting distance of winning, so I know that they're going to want it real bad.
Yes. And the Rainbow Bites are looking tough this year. All right, here we go. So that is, trying to read the numbers here. I think that's Candy Payne. Find that Jam on Hawthorne jam line in the red. And yeah, I got nothing on.
Oh, false start. It is Candy Payne, and it is Honeybee Sting skating for Skaters of Doom. That's only because I saw the backs of their jerseys.
Yes.
Karen Mitchell says, go Selma. Welcome, Karen. Thanks for joining us. Candy Payne out quickly, claiming lead jammer status for the Bad Apples in Jam 1 of Period 1.
And Honeybee Sting picks up a track cut on the way through.
That's
so an early power jam for the Bad Apples.
I mean, a power jam in Jam 1 feels awesome.
That could be the core to their success.
That was a very nice spin move around number 19. That would be Orange Screamsicle. Oh, another beautiful attempt there by number 587, the pivot on the Skaters of Doom. That is an explosive. Amazing work there.
As our cords get tangled here. And there we go. Candy Pan once more around. Honeybee Sting into the back of the pack. Good delay there by Smaxolotl. I feel like Honeybee Sting would have been a great name for a skater on the Killer Bees.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That is a missed opportunity.
All right, next up we have Bob the Fred in the blue, Red Rum in the red.
If I recall, the last time Red Rum played a game, excellent jamming. Red Rum quickly to the top of the pack. Not
lead jammer, it goes to Bob the Fred.
I was going to say, not quite able to beat out Bob the Fred. There was 1 or 2 final jammers there for blockers there for Red Rum.
And, good work there at the back of the pack by Princess Slaya and company.
Red Rum now definitively ahead of Bob the Fred.
We got 2 skaters sitting right now in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Both jammers bleeding speed to get into the pack. Oh, nice work there by Bob the Fred. And Pandemonium with great defense up at the front, joined by All Ice.
Bob the Fred coming back around, taking a quick look at the bench, able to get around on a knee. Oh, that was beautiful work by number 23 on the Bad Apples, Noah Mercy. Of course it was Noah Mercy.
Yep.
Noah Mercy, an amazing blocker for the Bad Apples.
And one of those skaters, you know, they're a great teammate because, you know, a rising tide lifts all boats.
It sure does. It's actually one of my favorite sayings, even in a non-pun setting.
Yes. All right, we got Patsy U in the blue, and
what a cool name.
I know, right? And then Scaramel in the red.
It took me a second with Patsy U that I was like, wait, Patsy U. Oh, Patsy U.
Yeah. Which is, I'm not going to lie, that is my go-to Thai.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a Pad Ki Mao fan, personally.
Oh, that is also a big fan. I'm a big fan of that one.
But Patsy U has the broccoli, right?
Yeah.
And I do love me some broccoli.
I do.
Anyways, back to roller derby. Patsy U going ahead and calling it off. Tying it up nicely.
Very well done.
Hey, thank you.
That was a spicy pun. All right, we got the captain and explosive behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line in the blue, up against number 10, Smaxalotl in the red.
There's the whistle. And explosive trying to follow Smaxalotl there for a second. Wasn't working.
Ooh, afraid.
Taking her own path instead. Blowing the pack up, and explosive is out as your lead jammer.
Smaxalotl runs into some defense from Orange Screamsicle, and I believe that was Hitterbug.
There we go. Smaxalotl out on initial pass. And explosive, meanwhile, through picking up 4. The pack is moving.
So Smaxalotl in on a scoring pass, going for the outside edge.
Beautiful job of Smaxalotl to thread the needle through the middle of an otherwise pretty tightly knit pack. I'm trying to come up with an amphibious pun, and I just don't have it.
Yeah, those can be totally difficult.
Nice replay there on the Radical Wheels replay.
Next up, that looks like Pandemonium in the blue.
And number 15 in the red, that's going to be crowd favorite Princess Leia.
Wow, Pandemonium creating some chaos there. Good work there by Bob the Fred and Lemon Bomb.
Princess Leia is stuck behind, I want to say that's Ballistic. It is Ballistic.
That is Ballistic. And a little bit of a apex hop, a zoom room apex hop there from Pandemonium.
Bree Moon says, go Pterodactyl. We love you in Colorado. Welcome, Bree. We also love Pterodactyl here in Portland.
No Mercy with a force out and recycle. Both jammers through for 4 on that pass, but
Ballistic taking a seat in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box on a illegal procedure.
Potato Nader and company slowed down Pandemonium, but Pandemonium is through.
Oh, Bob the Fred putting on some good work there, holding Princess Leia back. Beautiful offensive work there by number 23 on red.
That's no mercy. And, oh, Red Rum doing great work. Oh, the tiptoes from Pandemonium.
And who is that? Potato Nader, 523. Beautiful work covering the inside line there.
And we have a lead change after that 16-8 jam.
That was a monster jam for Skaters of Doom there.
Yes, it was. And here comes the Kraken, waiting to be unleashed behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line in the blue.
And is that Pterodactyl, number 45?
A 145, that is Pterodactyl.
Okay.
Pterodactyl looking for a lane, finds it.
Pterodactyl lead jammer, Bad Apples. Tiny but mighty.
And Grizzly Bear, and is that Be Afraid up there? No, that was not. Grizzly Bear, or sorry, the Kraken out on a forearm. And there goes Pterodactyl.
Voldemort, good job stopping that. Good offensive play by, although it did draw a penalty on Demon Skater. Sometimes you just got to get the penalty, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth it. Doomsday Adams doing a great job of just getting in Pterodactyl's way. Pat CU, yeah, that was a forearm. Pat CU just sort of pushed Pterodactyl out of bounds, which is an illegal contact.
Yes. Good work there by Grizzly Bear holding up the Kraken. And there's the call off from Pterodactyl just in time.
Beautiful jam by Pterodactyl, bringing, well, are we going to have, there we go. I was going to say.
We got another lead change.
We do, back up to 42. So now only 3 points between these two teams.
All right, we're going to see Ballistic up against Tick Tick Boom behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. And Ballistic forced out, long recycle behind Stout Patch Kids.
I want Tick Tick Boom to get blocked by an explosive.
All right, I think that's a typo. Sour Patch Skids?
No, I think it is Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, there's a T in there that.
Oh, that should not be there. It is.
Yes.
That should be an R.
Sour Patch Skids, that makes much more sense than whatever is written on the sheet in front of me.
Ballistic held up in the back of the pack by a whole bunch of red.
That is Satoru Goju.
Sour Patch Skids and number, I don't know who the number was. They turned too quickly.
I know.
Oh, Demon Skater, 911, Demon Skater. Sonny Rivera says, go Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl has a lot of fans out there in Streamland today.
Oh, wow. Tick Tick Boom threading through the pack.
Beautiful swing by Bad Apples, Skaters of Doom, 587 and Explosive. Ballistic going ahead and calling that off. With a 2-point net gain by Skaters of Doom, we're back to a 1-point game between our teams.
This is fun.
Haterbug crashing in onto the scene there.
Potatonator and Bob the Fred jamming in red and black, respectively.
Bob the Fred finds Smaxolotl and company.
Noah Mercy, great force out there.
Noah Mercy getting a penalty there, a direction.
Potatonator mashing up to the front.
Good job by Pandemonium to try and stop Potatonator there at the top of the pack. Not quite able to make it happen.
Bob the Fred through 4-4. We've got another lead change at the moment. We'll see if this sticks.
Potatonator, oh, I would have said picked up at least a couple.
Yeah.
At least one. Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh, there we go. I was like, we're not going to award any points. There it is, the 1 point that I thought I saw.
Yep, so that is another lead change, and there goes Honey Bee Sting buzzing to the front of the pack. Grizzly Bear got slowed down there by the Kraken.
Honeybee Sting. Oh, beautiful job. You know, I'm going to call that a Zoom Room Apex jump. That was a beautiful Zoom Room Apex jump. I'd like to say thank you to 187 Killer Pads, an exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best.
And that looks to be, I believe, Noah Mercy?
And Explosive and Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, there we go, Sour Patch Kids. Oh. And Explosive manages to stay in bounds. That was a nice attempt by Candy Payne.
Sour Patch Kids looking for the offense from team, able to find it through with no hesitation, racking up the points now for the Bad Apples.
Yeah, that was a 4-2 jam. 5.5 minutes left here in the first period.
I'd like to say thank you to Two-Town Cider House, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest.
And next up, that looks to be Pandemonium. Wow, Pandemonium just threw no mercy. About 20 feet behind, closing in about 10 feet behind now.
And here comes Noah Mercy. Both skaters scrubbing some speed to get through. Beautiful job by Pandemonium there. Through on one skate. I hope we get a replay of that. And here's the Radical Wheels replay. Look at that one skate calling it off through on the apex. Amazing job by Pandemonium. And by our production team. That was A+. Meanwhile, we've got Princess Leia and the Kraken down on that Jam on Hawthorne jammer line. Princess Leia quickly to the top of the pack around Ballistic.
And here comes Princess Leia, scrubbing speed, going into the pack.
Ooh, Princess Leia could have gone to the inside, I think.
Yeah, I think she just had a little bit too much speed to control.
Yeah, Grizzly Bear had opened up a really nice lane there, playing some amazing offense. Doesn't matter, got through anyways.
There's the call off. Is it in time? It is.
It is, picking up 2 and holding Skaters of Doom scoreless.
On that second pass.
On that second pass. I guess that statement did require additional context.
It did. That's what I'm here for. Keep you honest.
Thank you.
All right, we got Be Afraid in the red, and that is Patsy U in the blue.
Sour Patch Kids setting up for the offense, doing a really nice job.
Great work there by Orange Screamsicle on the defense. Oh, wow.
Be Afraid with a nice little Zoom Room Apex hop there, getting out for lead jammer. Patsy U not too far behind. It's a direction being called on, I think, Demon Skater, number 19 of SOD. Oh, no, Orange Screamsicle.
Yeah, a little bit of a premature call there. So Skaters of Doom steals 2 points on that. And we've got 2 skaters in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. A little bit of group therapy there.
Group therapy.
Rebel Heart Therapy. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. And that is Ballistic up against 429 Scaramel. Scaramel recycled.
Scaramel finding Bob the Fred on the outside there.
Good offensive work by Red Rum.
Scaramel just using it.
Yeah,
going around the outside. Red Rum getting a direction in the process.
$12 points separating these teams with about 90 seconds left in this first half.
Did that go really fast for you? I feel like it went really fast for me.
Paddles only 20 minutes on the half.
I know, but still, like 20 minutes went real fast.
It did go real fast. Well, I don't think there were any timeouts, so.
Until right now, we have a team timeout called. That's a welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor, Deb Counts-Tabor. Welcome to PDX. While I have a second, I would love to tell y'all out there in Streamland about our Derby Discovery Days. The first one is happening this afternoon. So after our 2 games, well, if you sign up for Derby Discovery Days, you get a free ticket into the games to watch some roller derby being played, and then there is a introductory lesson of how to play roller derby after both games. These are going to be happening periodically. I want to say monthly-ish. And we would really love to have you come down. So if you have been watching and think maybe I want to try it because, man, this looks cool, come to one of our upcoming Derby Discovery Days.
Morbid LaFay and Pterodactyl with the unenviable job of handling this 4-2 pack disadvantage.
Oh, now we're into an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor, Deb Counts-Tabor, and welcome to PDX.
Okay, so Candy Payne is now joining. So it's a 4-3 pack disadvantage for the Bad Apples. Trying to read that number there. Honeybee Sting up against Princess Leia. Princess Leia up to the front. Princess Leia through. Honeybee Sting struggling against
All Ice was the one who was the last line to beat there.
And there's that defense, Owl Get You and company, slowing down Princess Leia on the track through the pack.
That's Owl Get You, Doomsday Adams, Voldemort. Oh, beautiful way through there for Honeybee Sting.
Bad Apples trying to get out of penalty trouble here. Princess Leia is through.
Princess Leia looking back to coaches on the bench, hearing it and calling it off.
So
we'll have one more jam.
Yeah, and that was a win for the Apples. I mean, down in the pack throughout that entire jam, they still managed to go 8-4.
Go Bad Apples. Still a scant 8 points separating these two teams.
That is Lemon Bomb in the blue up against Tick Tick Boom in the red. Lemon Bomb exploding through the pack.
Oh, beautiful job by Tick Tick Boom to get around Patsy Yu there on the outside. Beautiful apex jump, zoom room apex jump attempt there, shut down by number 971 on the Bad Apples. That is Satoru Gojo.
Yeah. And somebody, all right, that is a track cut on Lemon Bomb.
Lemon Bomb's gonna go take a seat.
Orange Screamsicle.
We have a direction on Satoru Gojo.
Orange Screamsicle did a good job of forcing that
Power jam for the
recycle.
Apples, which is what the Apples need right about now.
Yes, although great defense by the Skaters of Doom. Orange Screamsicle, Patsy U, now and Explosive.
Oh, big swing by Orange Screamsicle, big chase down. Not able to make it work. Tick Tick Boom through, picking up 4 just as Lemon Bomb comes back on the track.
Oh, wow.
Nice big hit there by Candy Pane. Forcing the recycle on Lemon Bomb.
That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear at the moment. And that is an impact penalty on Orange Screamsicle. Tick Tick Boom looking to get through. Oh, great force out by an Explosive. And track cut Tick Tick Boom.
Nice hit out and recycle back, but that is it, folks. That is the end of our first half. Bad Apple sitting at 69. Skaters of Doom in that last jam lengthening the distance between the two teams, now at 83 points. So that's 14 points between the two teams.
Yep.
Easily made up in a single jam. But we've got an intermission of just under 15 minutes at this point. It's a great time for you to go get a two-town cider from your fridge, you know, maybe something else from one of our other RCR sponsors. And Puns and I will be back in a few.
See you soon.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We got you.
Please, please, please come down now. Don't be scared, I only want to help you down. Throw down the ladder, I'll climb up the tree. Find your feet, follow me. Take your time, there's no rush. Pace yourself, just focus on the two of us. Fight back your worry, I'll show you the way. Lean on me, you know it's gonna be okay. If I do, you can do it too, try to. You can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of 3, 'cause if I do, you can do it too, try to. You can do it just like me. Sun's gone west, time for bed. Take my hand, don't look over the edge. Give me your troubles, I won't let you fall. I won't let you fall. Step by step, we gon' make it through the door. If I do, you can do it too, try to. You can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of 3, 'cause if I do, you can do it too, try to. You can do it just like me.
Good afternoon and welcome back. We are about ready to start our second period of our first game of our juniors doubleheader here. Currently, Bad Apples versus Skaters of Doom, and we've got a very close game, 72-83, favoring Skaters of Doom. Penalties look great across the board. The most anybody is sitting at is 3, and the Bad Apples have a total of 9 penalties, where the Skaters of Doom have a total of 10. So, an incredibly even game for all intents and purposes.
Oh, yeah, this has been great. Close. I love it. I see you got some raffle tickets there.
The juniors got me.
Yeah.
They are nice and persistent, and there was an exceptionally tall person down there, so I said, why not?
They are,
Exceptionally persistent.
yeah, persuasive.
Persuasive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good raffle basket.
They
It's a
give
great
you
raffle
those
basket.
puppy dog eyes, and you
I know.
just, you can't.
And at least 2 of them are former undead skaters, and how can I say no to former undead skaters?
Right.
There's our whistle, tick, tick, boom, and Pandemonium both jamming.
Pandemonium, currently the only jammer on the track, as Tick Tick Boom is sitting in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty
That's
box.
right. That happened at the very end of the first period.
Yeah, so Pandemonium, oh, nice force out there by Noah Mercy. And,
There was a try. Oh, really? We're not going to call that.
Stuck the landing, it looked like.
I thought I saw a couple of wheels go out of bounds.
Looked clean to me, but
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
apparently the refs decided that I was
They're,
right.
they're going to side with you this time.
Yeah.
Penalty box is clear. Their therapy is not in session.
And, oh, Pandemonium through again.
Nice little hop there. Pandemonium lengthening the distance between the two teams. Skaters are doing now 95 points. Tick Tick Boom through on initial, which probably means Pandemonium's going to do this last pass and then call it with a very comfortable lead.
And multiplayer sends No Mercy to the box.
There it is. You know who I haven't had said thank you to? I haven't said thank you to 888. 888, and another exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR, the Certified Sweat Saver, developed, tested, and trusted by the best. 888. Pads and helmets. I think I have a combination of 187 and 888 gear. A little bit of both.
As long as you're keeping yourself safe.
Be Afraid through, picking up lead jammer for the Apples.
And great work there by Red Rum, slowing down Bob the Fred. And Bob the Fred through now.
Beautiful job with that juke to the outside. Be Afraid picking up 4 for the Apples. Bob the Fred coming back around to engage the pack. Bob the Fred through, also picking up 4 points for the Skaters of Doom.
And No Mercy out, so that is an empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And good force out and recycle. Is that Ballistic?
It's Ballistic.
Yep. $79 to 103, the score.
There's a whistle. Candy Pain and Honeybee Sting are both our jammers.
And Candy Pain is through as your lead. Oh, Honeybee Sting. Great move there. Juke to the outside to get through.
About half a track behind.
And Candy Pain
through on
quickly.
The inside. Picks up the quick 4 and calls it off.
Now we're down to a 20-point gap. And we're going to see, that is Sour Patch Skids in the red against
Ballistic,
Ballistic. Believe, yes, you are correct.
Excuse me. Oh, beautiful job by both jammers, actually. They both did an amazing job. Ballistic now in front. Sour Patch Skids is lead, however.
And Sour Patch Skids through for 4, tripped up by the track.
Nice hit out by Red Rum. Ballistic trying to get through.
Sour Patch Skids grabs 4, calls it, and that's another 4 points bitten out of that lead.
Bad Apples is going to continue to chip away at that lead. It was 20-something, and then it was 20, and now it's 18 points. I anticipate a close game all the way to the end.
All right, that is 587 and Explosive and No Mercy.
Lined
red.
up there on that Jam on Hawthorne jammer line.
No Mercy's picking up the back block quickly. And Explosive forced out.
And Explosive now in a power jam. Ooh, nice offensive help there by Orange Screamsicle.
Oh, good effort there by an Explosive.
I think we have enough skaters with explosion-related names that we could probably make an entirely explosive-themed
Yes, we
team.
could.
between Tick Tick Boom and TNT and An Explosive.
Lemon Bomb.
Lemon Bomb.
Ballistic, I think, kind of qualifies there.
I think Ballistic definitely counts. And that's just 2 of the Petals teams.
I know, right?
When I showed up this morning, I actually, for a second, thought that I'd gotten it wrong because there was a bunch of killer bees here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, did I get the wrong? And no, it's just all of these kids show up to support all of these other kids, and it's so fantastic.
It's really wonderful.
So I'd like to say thank you to kids, but also thank you to the parents.
Yeah.
For bringing your kid to the hangar on a non-game day for them to be able to support everybody else. Like, teamwork really does make the dream work here at Rose City Rollers.
Absolutely. Oh, Bob the Fred finds Red Rum. Bob the Fred threading through that pack. Morbid LaFay also through for 4.
Bob the Fred looking to pick up a few more points.
Oh, wow. Candy Payne, great work there. Oh, Morbid LaFay is through for 4.
Red Rum responsible for that call off there, getting directly in the way of Bob the Fred.
So that was a 2-point win there for the Bad Apples. 8-6 on that jam. Smaxolotl in the red, Lemon Bomb in the blue.
Ooh, beautiful job by Sour Patch Kids to get up there at the top of the pack. Same with Satoru Gojo.
But Lemon Bomb persists. And Voldemort with the
rollback on Smaxolotl. Yeah. Lemon Bomb coming back through.
Smaxolotl, 1 to beat, is through. Oh, wow.
Forced to the inside by number 587. That is An Explosive. Captain for the team, actually, this game. An Explosive wearing the C. Oh, beautiful job by Lemon Bomb. Come on through again for another 4. Taking a look at coaches. Looking for a little direction. Lemon Bomb has now really lengthened the distance between the 2 teams here. We're at 30 points between the teams.
And Smaxolotl could probably use to pull the cap right now, but a directional play penalty on Ballistic. That should help Smaxolotl get through.
Almost.
Almost. And Explosive once again.
And Explosive. Smaxolotl looking for that assist from number 700, Tick Tick Boom.
And Smaxolotl through on the initial, but
Lemon Bomb's already got 16 on the board for Skaters of Doom.
And coming around for another pass. There's the call off.
Scaramel and Honeybee Sting both wearing the stars.
And oh, Scaramel, little delay there, caused Pandemonium to whiff and just took advantage.
Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is now clear since Ballistic is back on the track. Honeybee Sting with a little zoom room apex jump there.
Scaramel looking for any sort of lane. Does not see the call-off penalty. Oh, now
got it in time, though.
Just got it in time. Very nice. That puts the Bad Apples into triple digits.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't call a late hit penalty on Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom was still actively pushing against blockers after the whistle had blown. But
they're being nice because it's juniors.
I'm sure.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I'll go with that.
And there goes
Patsy U.
Really currying favor with the team.
Bob the Fred with a cut track. Yep, I saw that. Breadpool did too. Patsy U coming back around. Same with Candy Payne. Candy Payne has just a wide open lane there. Able to juke to the outside. One to beat with Orange Screamsicle. 4 points, on the board for Candy Payne.
And 4 points on the board for Patsy U. And we've got a little group therapy going in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box with both pivots in there.
Well, if both pivots are there, there won't be any Two-Town Cider House Star passes.
No. Two-Town Cider, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. They've got a mango cider that Mrs. Puns is enjoying. Yeah.
Red Rum and Ballistic. Whoa, Ballistic turning on the afterburners. We're going to get hitting a down skater. No. We got a high block. Ballistic through again. Caught everyone with their attention elsewhere that time. Ballistic racking up the points now.
And here comes an Explosive and Company to create some offense on the inside, but Ballistic just goes outside.
Ballistic was ready for that and read that. Beautiful job there by Be Afraid to slow Ballistic down, which it did for a second.
All right, Red Rum.
Hit to the outside, recycled back by
And Explosive.
And Explosive.
And Explosive everywhere right now.
Oh, good job there by, I think that's Pandemonium.
Yep, that is Pandemonium. Pandemonium's about to get a directional, I think. Yep.
And Ballistic with an illegal contact. That's going to let the jam go the full 2 minutes, and a power jam for Red Rum.
Forearm
Just
Red
kidding.
Rum.
So now we're going to do the jammer do-si-do because you can't play roller derby without a jammer. Ballistic is released. Red Rum already standing. Red Rum back on the track. Sour Patch Kids moving to the front of the pack, getting ready to catch Ballistic up top.
But Ballistic forced out by Be Afraid.
Not for long. Taking the long way around, but managing to pick up 4 before the jam ends. And we have a late high block being called on Red Rum, which means Skaters of Doom will start in a power jam.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough because, I mean, you know, you're almost a foot taller than the blocker you're going up against.
Yeah, Pterodactyl needs to come off the track, which it's official timeout. As always, our timeouts are brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor.
So we've got a 50-point lead here with 5 minutes left.
That escalated quickly.
It did. The Skaters of Doom have had, you know, quietly just a few like 12 and 16-0 jams that have just
stacked it up.
Yep. Penalties are still nothing crazy.
No, we've got a couple of skaters sitting at 4, but that with 5 minutes left in the game, that's not a big deal.
And just 15 total to 14 total, not a whole lot.
Again, very even. I'd like to say thank you to Jam on Hawthorne. Our jam line is brought to you by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, nom-nom-nom-nomore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
Dr. Omnomnomivore.
Dr. Omnomnomivore. Friendly.
You know, in case you didn't want to toot your own horn.
Getting my doctorate's a pretty big toot I'm willing to do. There's our whistle. Red Rum and the Kraken. Again, Red Rum sitting in that penalty box, that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
And the Kraken has been unleashed.
The Kraken, the younger sibling of Jules Byrne on Undead.
Oh, that's
That
going to be
was
a forearm or a back block. One of the two.
Or are they just calling it illegal contact?
Yeah, something.
That's the catch-all, illegal contact.
Red Rum coming in and through on the initial.
Since the Kraken had established lead jammer and then got sent to the penalty box. Oh, beautiful juke by Red Rum there.
Yeah, there will be no lead jammer. This will go the full 2 minutes.
Back-to-back 2-minute jams for Red Rum.
Good thing they're young.
The Kraken out of the penalty box, looking to engage the pack for a scoring pass.
That was exquisite work to get through the pack.
Both jammers through for 4. Everybody's setting up in the pack to receive these two jammers, both scrubbing their speed. I feel like that was a penalty, but maybe it was not. Red Rum looking at the audience, very excited and happy.
Someone's going off for
a low block.
Low block. That'd be Noah Mercy. And jam time about to expire.
Bad Apples with a 16-point jam, but only a net gain of 8. So Noah Mercy is our first skater in any sort of penalty danger with 5 on the board.
But with under 3 minutes,
it is unlikely to have any sort of a game impact.
Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you to Porque No Taqueria. Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted the best tacos and Mexican food in Portland. Porque No. Porque yes.
And there goes Orange Screamsicle, Pterodactyl, recycled by an explosive.
That happened so quickly, I actually thought it was a false start penalty.
Oh, pandemonium with the force out there.
Orange Screamsicle refusing to be moved by Grizzly Bear.
Pterodactyl looking for a gap in that Skaters of Doom defense.
Orange Screamsicle through on the toe stops. Excellent job.
Pandemonium with the force out.
With the hit to the outside.
And directional play penalty on Pandemonium. So 1 blocker left out there for the Skaters of Doom. And track cut, Pterodactyl.
Nice 90-degree exit from the track, however.
And Orange Screamsicle getting the crowd pumped up.
Double hands up on the way through the straightaway. Orange Screamsicle putting the finishing touches on this lead here. 20-point jam. I believe that's the biggest jam Skaters of Doom have had this game.
I believe you are correct.
I think it's the biggest jam of the game.
Yes.
Looking to put a final 4 on the board with 13 seconds left in the jam.
That looked a little bit elbowy.
Yeah. And we've got an injury. Somebody fell pretty hard there at the end.
Yeah.
We've got an official timeout. What does that mean, Puns?
This timeout is brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
Did you know, Puns, that we are gearing up for WFTDA International Championships?
I am aware.
They are happening the first weekend in November. Tickets are still on sale. It's going to be amazing. 16 teams coming here to the Portland metropolitan area, Veterans Memorial Coliseum, to play an amazing amount of derby over 3 days.
And this is teams from around the world: Australia, France, Sweden,
Canada,
Canada.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really fun. If you are a business and you're interested, if you're looking to connect to a local and global audience, RCR, again, we're hosting 2024 WFTDA Global Champs, and we are looking for sponsors. Champs is a perfect way to elevate your brand, connect with the community, and support growth in roller derby. Go to rosecityrollers.com/support/sponsorships to learn more.
Always keeping our skaters safe. We thank them very much for being here.
So we have 28 seconds left. I'm pretty sure this will be the last jam. And that will feature Princess Leia in the red, Bob the Fred in the blue.
And 23 points in that last jam by Skaters of Doom. That is absolutely the biggest jam that we have had this game.
And they're off.
It's nice to see Extra Crispy down there. I feel like I don't see him nearly as often these days.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, Bob the Fred heading out on a track cut. Princess Leia, your lead jammer.
Princess Leia is about one of the best people on the apples that you can have in this situation where you're down by a few and it's the last jam.
Well, unfortunately, if it was only a few, this would be a different story. But that
you know,
65 points
that's a few. It's a few.
It would be a record.
That would be some super fast skating.
Yes. On the plus side, kids are young, so you know.
We are now
have
out.
energy.
We're now out of the period clock, and we are on the jam clock.
Bob the Fred coming in. This is still Bob the Fred's initial pass. Good work
Princess
there.
Leia, one to beat with Ballistic through, picking up 4 for the Bad Apples.
Candy Payne company holding up on Bob the Fred.
Illegal contact on Voldemort.
Bob the Fred out on the initial. 8 points up there for Princess Leia. Looks like we're going to run the last 14 seconds here. Sour Patch Skids and company slowing down Bob the Fred. Multiplayer sending somebody to the box. Not really going to matter at this point.
Smaxolotl. But there's our whistle. Valiant effort by Princess Leia, putting, I think, 16 there
Nope,
on
just
the
12.
board.
12.
Just 12?
Yeah, but 12-4 on that last jam.
I didn't know if they had counted Stinger's last 4 there. There we go. And we've got an unofficial score of 135 Bad Apples to Skaters of Doom 192. There is the whistle signifying that it is our final score. Thank you so much for joining us for our first game of the afternoon. Hope to see you at the next one, which is going to be our Butts. Again, Death Scar Derby Droids taking on the Rainbow Bites.
Yeah, see you in about 50 minutes.
See you in a bit.
In just a couple more minutes, we'll have the teams select their MVPs. And we'll do that and have a team photo and all that neat stuff. I hope you're all staying for the second game. Got another bout, awesome action coming up. Just a little bit. You know, I guess it'll be about 45 minutes for the next game. We'll see if they're ready, okay? You almost ready? Almost. Okay, here we go. I believe we're ready for the MVP. Skaters of Doom to go first. All right, who do you have? Blocker? Jammer? Blocker. Okay, MVP blocker.
Be afraid.
Be afraid. Very cool, thank you. Okay, and then MVP jammer.
Candy Pain.
Candy Pain. Very cool. All right, so all you guys stay close by here. And now we have MVP blocker or jammer? Oh, jammer. Okay, jammer.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium. Very good. All right. And then MVP blocker.
Orange Screamsicle.
There you go. Orange Screamsicle. Awesome. I can't say it either. All right. So let's have the MVPs right here in the middle for a quick photo. Right here in the middle for a quick photo. Awesome. There you go. MVPs. Very good. Oh, that's all good. They're already doing it. All right. And then both teams over in front of the scoreboard for that. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I hope you're staying for the second game. We'll have some awesome derby action going on here in just a few minutes.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.